Okay, we're live. So, hello everybody. Welcome aboard. I'm Clinton Brito. I'm going to be your host today on our immersion talking talk. First of all, I like to introduce for people on YouTube our platform, and right after we can start our themes, our today's theme, which is embrace uncertainty, the art of taking risks. I'm going to put our questions here on chat so you can start to see what are we going to talk about today. All right. So here on Talking Talk is a platform that offers immersive and online language training in addition to English. Talking Talk also provides courses in Spanish, French, Italian, German, and Mandarin. So feel free to visit the Talking Talk website to learn more about the training programs. This is not a traditional class, but rather an opportunity for intensive practice. I'm not a teacher. I'm here to learn just like everybody here on our immersion. So please make sure to respect everyone's time. And remember, we don't like to correct anyone. And don't worry about pronunciation and try to just enjoy the moment. So we're going to start. Everton is entering our immersion right now too. Hello, Everton. Good evening. Are you hearing me?
Hello,
Hello,
I'm here. How are you?
hello. My name is not showing. Let correct this. Okay, so Everton, I'm going to put the questions once again here on chat so we can start to talking about our today's theme, which is embracing uncertainty, the art of taking risks. But first of all, like always, we are going to start introducing ourselves. So, Alex, can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Sure. My name is Alex. I'm 34 years old. I'm majoring in software engineering. Since 2019, I'm living with my parents in São Paulo, Mauá. I like to work out. I like to read a lot. I try to develop games in my spare time. And I have cats too. I have 4 cats here. That's it.
Nice. What are you reading at the moment?
Oh, I have this box of Stoic books, and I'm following.
Nice.
Right now, I'm reading Seneca. I'm following this
Very well.
box. There's 2 more books to read.
Probably Marcus Aurelius
I got
and
this one.
the other one. Nice. So, okay, thank you, Alex. And it is Alex, not
Alex. Yeah.
Alex. Okay. So, Jacqueline, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi guys, good evening. Uh, my name is Jaqueline. I 27 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I have one daughter. I love Japanese food, Mexican food, and Arabian food. I don't know. I love video games. Um, I love books, and I love travel too. And that's it.
Are you playing anything specific at the moment?
Game.
Yeah.
Mm, LOL.
Flow, okay.
For that,
The international contest is happening, right? Brazil is in there for the first time, I
I
think.
don't I don't understand. Sorry.
The international competition of law is happening
Uh,
at the moment, and I think
yes.
Brazil is competing for the first time at law.
Yeah, it's good.
I like to watch some esport games, but more Counter-Strike than other things. All right. Thank you, Jacqueline. And what about you, Everton? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, of course. Hello, my name is Everton. I am 43 years old. I'm living in São Paulo and I work with IT. In my free time, I like to uh, cookie or make a barbecue and drink a beer with my friends. And I'm living in São Paulo. I am Mineiro, but living in São Paulo. And I think it's that.
For how long have you been in São Paulo?
Uh, uh, 25, more or less 25.
Yeah, much time. So are
Yes,
you already a Paulista?
yes.
Okay, thank you, Everton. And you, Mileni, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, I am Milene. I am UX designer and live in Porto Alegre. I like play video games and listen music. I don't have pets. I think it's that.
What are you playing at the moment?
Um, Genshin Impact. You don't know.
Sorry, I didn't get. Can you repeat?
Genshin
Genshin.
Impact.
Okay, I don't know this one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Okay. It's what about? What is about this?
Like a RPG in
Right.
open world. I don't know say, but I like this.
Nice. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone. So we're going to start the first question. Just presenting myself, a brief presentation. I'm Clinton Brito. I'm 31 years old. I live in Aracaju, Sergipe. I'm married, have 4 pets. My professional background is in business management and financial markets, but I'm currently transitioning careers. I've been studying software development for the past year and a half. I studied the same place where Alex studied first, Tribe, and I'm trying to get my first paid job in the area. At the moment, I'm volunteering as backend developer for a local project here in Brazil. So um, our first question is about risks is what is your definition of risk? Can you start answering, Jacqueline?
Oh my God. Risk seria risco mesmo?
Exato.
Hum. I don't know. Ai, gente, alguém começa primeiro?
Anyone would like to start first?
I can.
Okay, let's go, Mileni. What's your definition of risk?
A risk for me is to do a thing we don't know, but sometimes is necessary. Needs a lot courage for take to do. to do this. Yeah, I think is that for me a risk for me.
All right. You, Alex, you open the microphone, so
As Milene said, it's something that we're going to do. Sometimes we must, and sometimes we're not. But it carries some, not some, but a lot of tough decision. It requires a tough decision. So it must it's a lot of risk and consequence. So when you will choose to do this risk decision, sometimes you will get a reward, and sometimes you must step back. Like you lose something. So that's my definition of risk.
nice. What's your point of view, Everton?
I agree with Alex and Milan. I think when the risk is something that uh, you can uh, you can get a reward or something it's wrong when you assume the risk. It's a little complicated, but I understand Alex and Milan, and I think like that.
Okay. Anything to add about this question, Jacqueline? Do you think different?
No, I agree with Alex. Risk is the same choices. Tipo, cada escolha tem um risco, sabe? Desculpa, eu não consigo falar muito inglês ainda.
Não tem problema não, pode misturar, inclusive.
Ok.
All right, guys, I like it, your definition of risk, mixing like you have a reward if you get the things done, but in the other hand, there is consequence and you have to lose something in order to pay the risk. So there are a lot of definitions. It's not a thing that is written on stone, and there is only one answer. It's something differs from one to one, but you all covered well. Our next question number 3. Could you read for us, please, Everton? Answer.
Yes, yes. Do you consider yourself a risk taker? Why or why not? Yes, I think I am a risk taker because basically I am divided in 2 points. When I work, I normally I assume some risk about my work because uh, I am a coordinator IT project and sometimes I need to assume any risk to try do something. I consider it's a calculated risk. I don't know is the correct word, but when you need try something different to get a reward or a prize or something or make a project is a success. In my work, I assume more risk. In my life, I try don't assume many risks because I have my wife and my daughter is not is not is just not simple because involving much things. and it's different to assume risk in your life. In project, I think I have more control when I work in a project, for example. It's a little more easy, I think. I don't know if I am clear. It's a little confusing and
No,
and
no,
and then
quite clear.
very difficult and hard to explain.
That's the thing we are here, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, what do you think about Alex? What do you consider yourself a risk taker?
Yes, I do. I'm changing my career. I used to work with computer networks and sport, and once I was a professional gamer playing Overwatch for 2 years, and now I'm changing to the software developer. Uh, Now I'm a front-end developer, but I took an interest in developing games, so the back end is more appeal to me. Like I prefer the back end, but I'm working using the front end side. So I think I took a lot of leap of faith, like just trying to find what I can do better and discovering things that I like to do.
Very well. And what about you, Mileni?
I'm not sure, but I'm think I take some risks, but sometimes nothing gonna happen. I think it's okay too, but because we are learning about all this in life, and sometimes we haven't option if not take risks. So I think I am half risk taker. I don't know if it exists, but this.
Yeah, I would consider you a risk taker if you have a risk taker. It counts.
Thanks.
It's better than someone who is zero risk taker, and there are a lot of
Yeah.
people out there. What do you think about Jacqueline? Are you a risk taker?
You can translate the question, please?
Yes, é como se fosse a pessoa que toma risco. Esse termo risk taker é quem toma risco, uma pessoa que gosta de correr riscos ou então se sente confortável nessa situação.
Correndo riscos. Correndo riscos, no caso?
Isso. Risk taker é a pessoa que toma riscos.
I don't know.
I'm going to say an example for you and see if it clarifies something to you. In my case, I think a person which is a risk taker, it depends of the phase of your life. When you are younger, it's easier to take risks. So because the consequence is not so um, definitive. You can make mistakes and start over and over again, and you still have a lot of time to live. But like Everton said, when you have a family, you have kids, you
Yeah.
are married, it's different to take risks, to transition your change a career, do something completely different that you're doing today um, to earn money. So in my opinion, it has to do with which stage of your life you are living at the moment. I'm transitioning career, but I thought about a lot about this. If maybe if it was 10 years later, I would never do what I did to start over again a whole career from scratch. So it's something like this.
Yes. When I am younger, I definitely was risk taker, but today not anymore because I want a daughter and a family, so I prefer me manter segura.
All right. Uh, like I said before, it's naturally when we are parents, like dad, mom, to uh, think about much more than we were younger to take risks. So that's the whole point. All right. So next question, Mileni, could you read and answer for us, please?
Sure.
Question
Uh,
number 4.
Number 4. What advantage or disadvantage would you highlight about taking risks? So answering the question.
Translate, please.
Que desvantagem ou vantagem você destacaria sobre assumir riscos?
I don't understand, sorry.
Que vantagem ou desvantagem você destacaria sobre assumir riscos?
Ah, tá. Thank you.
Well, the advantages of taking risks are that you grow and improve yourself every day. It enhances our growth and improves our learning too. And I think the disadvantages would be losing opportunity or any kind or thing. I think is that.
All right. Alex, what would you add to this question?
I think that the advantage is that you're at least trying, and I agree with Melanie that taking risks makes you better. Like you are out of your comfort zone, you're getting better. And the disadvantage is that you may lose. That's something that you have to be comfortable about. But sometimes you may lose, and that's okay.
Nice. What would you add to this question, Everton?
I don't have much thing to add. I agree with Alex and Milan. When you assume some risk, normally you go to improve yourself or improve your career or personal life. It doesn't matter. Normally, when you assume risk, you improve ha- or get a reward about something. And when you don't take a risk, you don't you never know what you can improve or can obtain. I don't know the word. When you don't assume the risk, you never don't know what would be. I don't know the word. I don't know if you understand, but something like that. Uh, do you understand?
Yes, I got. And I agree with you. When you avoid to take risks at all, it's very difficult to improve in your life, and it doesn't matter if it is about your working life or your personal life. A comfort zone is a beautiful place when you get what you wanted to get, but in the meantime, when you still are not there. It's a place there. It's very dangerous for everyone, I think. So I agree in this point. And you said well about the advantages and disadvantages. The failure is the biggest one, in my opinion. Disadvantage. So if you if you failure to achieve what you wanted when you were taking the risk, you are going to lose something. It could be time, money, person, including your life. For example, people who are motorsport drivers, they are risking their lives. A Formula One driver, for example, uh, if you failure, there is a risk you could die. So your life is on the line, literally on this matter. And would do you, Mileni, disagree with us, or would you like to add something about this topic? Advantages and disadvantages?
No, I think is all we said.
Okay, so could you read for us the next question and answer, please? Question number
Number
5.
5.
Exactly.
What's the biggest risk you've ever taken? Did it lead to success or failure? Failure? What is this pronunciation? Failure?
Failure,
Failure?
failure,
Failure.
something like
Thanks.
this.
Thanks. I'm answered this question too.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
sorry. In I took the risk of changing profession years ago, and when I don't know what I say in 2019. Sorry. I work in design for 10 years and decide to change area. UX design, but different but same the thing. I had to learn a lot on my own through courses and I in practice, and I went way out of my comfort zone. It was scary, a lot scary, but I didn't, and I have been working in for 5 years now, so it's good.
Worth it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Very well. And what about you, Alex?
For me, it was the changing of career, and it's going well. I've discovered a lot of things that I like to do, and in the programming field, there are a lot of things to do, and I discovered that I like to develop games. It's a very narrow field, like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of space here in Brazil, but it's something that if you want to do at your own, you may try and find some reward with this.
Would you consider to move to another place in order to work on game developing?
Yes, but I prefer to work from here.
I asking this because there are a lot of major um, companies that develop games abroad, like Canada and Europe, and there are a lot of opportunities in these countries, but like you said, not so much here in Brazil. And what about you, Everton?
The biggest risk I took is in the past I changed my career. I changed my career area. I was a developer, and later I was a manager, project manager, coordinator projects and other things. And last year, uh, I trying to go to sales area, working with IT, sell programs and IT area, using my background with a programmer and other things to try sell things to try sell programs, but it's not so uh, how I like it. It's not so good. It's a little failure, and I step back and go to IT projects again and work with a project manager and other things. Then I like and I am good. And now I am a project coordinator again, but for more or less 1 year, 1.5 year, I try to move sales sales projects, but it's not so good, and and I, I step back to my comfort zone.
What you do best?
Yes,
Let's say that's that way.
yes, I am best in projects, in coordinate programs and work with people, organize a schedule to deliver a project, for example. And I am here again.
All right. Thank you, Everton. Well, in my case, it's like all of you, it's changing career. And I'm living at the moment this risk I'm taking. In my case, I was at a well-established position on my previous occupation, where I worked in the financial markets. I had a good salary, great conditions to stay keep there, but I took this risk and I'm leaving at the moment. So I can't answer if it's worth it or not at the moment because it's not ended yet, this process, this whole process. But I'm trying to enjoy this journey. It's very hard. I suffered a lot in the beginning, especially because I hadn't any any previous knowledge about programming. So of course I since I was younger, I could format my PC and this kind of things, but programming is a whole different thing. So, but I enjoyed this new occupation, and this was my at the moment the biggest risk I've taken so far. So let's see what the future embrace for us. All right. Alex, could you read and answer the next question for us, please?
Yes, sure. How do you evaluate whether a risk is worth taking or not? Nowadays I just think if it is really necessary, so I do it right away. But I think that you must analyze the outcome. Some things not don't worth at all if the outcome is too much. But if it's within our reach, it's okay to take risks.
Right. And what about you, Mileni?
we are adults and we have many things to think about before we agree to take a risk. Things like paying bills, eating, living, and basing myself on the stability of this to accept to take a risk. So I think is that.
Okay. What's your opinion on this topic, Everton?
Basically, I analyze the outcome, the result. If 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 the get the risk, it's have a compensation. It's not the money, just the money. It's a compensation. What the risk will get me uh, a better project, better life in my personal life or other thing. I try analyze these points to decide to get the risk or not.
Okay. Well, in my case, I like to think about me like a company. Have you ever heard about SWOT analysis, this matrix where you elaborate about what are your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? Have you ever heard about this, everyone? So this is a thing that companies use a lot to uh, prepare their future. So you think about what are the best thing you do, like this is your strengths, the weakness points. So what you have to improve, and this is something that this is your weak spot, and you have the opportunities. Opportunities usually it's about your weakness. You can transform uh, a weakness in opportunity, and a strength. The threats, sorry, are the things that are dangerous about your business. So it's a thing that companies use to analyze their strategy for short and long term. And uh, when I took the decision to transition in career, I thought about a lot about this. So if I were a company, I was a company, what was my situation at the moment? So I analyzed my strengths, my weakness, opportunities, and threats. And I discovered that I had a lot of threats, a lot of things that could danger my future. So once I have the opportunity to work um, from home, I have the capacity, the ability um, to learn new things and to work in international companies, speaking English, etc. I could see that the point where I was, I could took this leap of faith, like Alex said before, and to something different from what compared to what I was doing at the moment, because I couldn't grow anymore. I was stagnated. So these things bothered me a lot at that period. So a lot of threats was going on at this period, and I decided based on this whole analysis, this nerd analysis, to take this leap. So a little bit more complex than people usually think about, but that's it. Uh, Next question, Everton. Could you read and answer for us, please? Question number 7.
Yes, yes. If you could take any risk in the world without consequence, what would it be? I don't know. It's very very difficult.
This
Uh,
question is easy to answer.
uh,
All right.
All the questions is easy.
go ahead, Milene. What is for you?
Oh, I will make all the things if I dream and I love. So I would open a coffee shop or a house full of dogs and cats. It's my dream. And rabbits and horses. I love horses.
You
And
you should have a big house, right?
yeah,
Horses, rabbits, dogs,
big,
all a
a
whole
farm.
zoo. Could be a farm.
Can be a farm. I will try hard for learning programming or working with games. I'm trying in last 2012. I'm trying to a game developer, but don't não rolou. I think my fear to try would be minor if in the world without consequences for the risks.
Nice. Has Milene inspired you, Everton, to answer this question?
A
Yes,
farm too?
a farm it's a good thing to do. But if I don't have consequence, maybe I try to move another country, to try another life in another country to I don't know because how I said today I have my wife and my daughter, and it's very difficult to think to decide to move or uh, do something don't have a risk. Uh, do something to have a risk. And if I don't have a consequence, maybe I can try to move and see what happens if I move and maybe something like that.
Nice. What about you, Alex?
You know, I never thought about this question. But if there's no consequence, there's no risk at all, you know.
No
But
risk at
thinking,
all.
yes, so there without consequence, there's no risk. But thinking about now, I would like to have a farm as Mileni, because when when I get out of when I go out and I see a stray cat or stray dog, my will is to bring them with me. My 4 cats, they once were stray cats, so I love animals. So I would like to bring them with me, but I can't. You know,
Yeah, I understand you.
it's so
I
hard to
I
pay for.
talk to the cats and dogs in the street, but I don't see the o dono. I don't like. I'm talk to this pet, so I'm take this pet and put in my purse and run. uh,
Oh, can I share something?
Of course. Go ahead.
When I was living in BH, there's something that happened to me. It was funny. I saw a stray dog in the street, and nobody was caring for him, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy some food for him. So I bought some salsicha for him, and I gave to him like 5 or 6. And so when he ate all of them, he just ele só voltou para portão que tinha, entrou lá. And I was like, okay. It was a fake stray dog. Okay.
He was acting.
Smart dog.
Yes. He was acting.
A very talented. It could be on Hollywood movies. This
Yes.
dog.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh.
Nice. Well, in my case, I have some frustrated dreams. Like when I was a kid, I could be a football player, and when I think today, I have 31 years old, and I could be playing on professional leagues, etc., and earning a lot of money. So this is something. When I was younger, I would like to invest more on this possibility. And other career I could have taken was to be a DJ. When I was 14 years old, I I I won a contest about DJing, and I was invited to play on some clubs in São Paulo. But right at this moment, I had to move to Aracaju, where I live today. I was raised in São Paulo, and I'm a little bit frustrated because of this. So, but this one I would like to risk if there weren't any consequences in the future, because I love music and electronic music, and I think I would really enjoy this profession too. So yes, this too comes to mind when I think about changing to something completely different. Football is impossible today because I'm too old, but DJing not. It could be possible. And in this hypothetical scenario, I would choose this one.
When I was a little, I want to be an actress on Malhação. This is
Yeah.
my focus. Yeah.
Nah, I'm
I'm
so
call for
terrible.
I'm
I'm
call
so
for TV and what I do. And hire me. I'm good. So I think
not so good as Alex fake stray
no.
dog, but
No. Yeah.
all right, nice. So let's go to our next question. Question number 9. Could you read and answer for us, please, Mileni?
9 or 8? I'm confusing.
Let me see. You can choose.
Oh, I'm thinking the 8.
Both are good questions. So go on,
Okay.
question 8.
Question 8. Do you think our society encourages or discourages risk taking? How does this affect people's choice? Definitely doesn't. I think that because we live in a country with so many problems and instability, we end worrying a lot about risks because we don't have the possibility of failing. So it's complicated.
Okay. I agree with you. What's your opinion on this point, Everton?
I think the population or the people don't support us to taking risk, and the result of this is the people live in a box and have a much difficult or fear to assume risk because the people normally the people highlight the problems when you assume the risk. It's not the people don't talk about the benefits, but the risk, the the problems, and this encourages you to get a risk, do something different, try something different, and I think that the consequence is that the people live in something like a box and the normal way to do something.
All right. What do you think about Alex?
I think it depends on the background. There are people here in Brazil that in the family, you know, and the stuff that we learn along our grown up, that risk taking is good. But the culture in Brazil, I think that it don't encourages too much risk taking. I was reading about this like 2 weeks ago, and in US, Estados Unidos, United States, they have this culture of risk taking about um, how can I say when you are opening a company.
Entrepreneur.
Yes, this word. They have this kind of culture of risk taking and trying to get this reward, the American dream, you know. But I don't think in Brazil they encourage us too much to take those leaps. I think they should encourage our teenagers to be better, to achieve things, to think they are capable of things. Because I in our field programming, I speak with a lot of people that don't think they are capable of programming, and it's just like something that you train and train, and with practice you get along with a lot of stuff, the hard ones. So that's not this kind of thing that, oh, he's talented, you know. No, you are just practicing and trying to be better at this.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. It's something cultural here in Brazil. Our families and the society in general would approve you much more if you choose it to be a public employee and take concursos and pass on these exams and have this life of stability. And in other cultures, in other places, other countries, they are quite the opposite. But it has to do with uh, the motivation that you plant on society. For example, here in Brazil, um, a lot of people have this dream to become a public employee because the salaries are much higher than in private sector. But in other countries, it's quite the opposite. The salary of public employees are just normal. You're not going to be on the first class of the society in terms of salary, but you're going to have a life enough to live without necessities. But here in Brazil, no, we have a lot of this cultural thing of um, not worry about what you're going to do, but just pass the exam and your life is made. So you don't have to worry about anything in your future anymore. And the next concern is to think about the next concurso, the next thing you're going to the next exam you're going to pass and improve your salary. And in the consequence of this is our family pressures you when you don't want to take this traditional path here in Brazil about careers. And in society, the consequences are uh, broad in every aspect. So yeah, it's a cultural thing, and unfortunately, here in Brazil, this is not going to change any sooner, I think. But on the other hand, the people who take risks and has this entrepreneurship culture, there are a lot of opportunities to take and to earn uh, respect from society and money and etc. So uh, there are these two different visions, and if you choose to take risks, especially for us here in Brazil, when you go to another country, Brazilian people are very respected because we have this culture of working a lot and uh, to deliver the best thing we can do, uh, um, based on the time we had. So we are very valued outside, but here in Brazil it's the opposite. It's a strange feeling. So yeah, I agree with you. Guys, unfortunately, our time is ending. It was a great conversation. Um, and the last question, we have some few minutes. I would like to each one of you to say what was this immersion for you. What did you learn today? If you would like to comment about something specific about what did you learn today, feel free. All right. Who would like to start? You could go
Yeah.
on, Alex. Oh, Everton, go on.
Oh, no, no, it's very good conversation today. I think this subject is very interesting when you think about the risky and the special question about without the risk to to do something. Do you think it's very good? I think it's the subject is very cool, funny, and make us think about the theme, and I like so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Everton.
Can I?
Yeah.
uh, I I like the subject that you brought today, and make us think about there's a term that a lot of people use for not taking risks, like the known devil, you know. Like some people don't take risks because they're comfortable and they live with this thing that is not good for them in the comfort zone, but they are too afraid to try new things and improve. So you keep with the known devil. You don't want to risk to encounter a new devil. So you are too afraid, and so you don't take risks. That's something a lot of people that procrastinate and don't get along with life. They take it to the heart and don't try new things. So I was thinking about this while we were discussing about this subject.
Very nice. Thank you for your insight, Alex. And you, Mileni?
I loved our conversation today. This subject was very good. I usually go into the beginner's English class, so I feel very comfortable here today. The topic is a cereja do bolo. Existe uma frase para isso. The cherry of the top of the cake.
Yeah, there is this term in English too, cereja de bolo.
Ótimo. The topic is very interesting and makes me, I think a lot. I think it is a good luck with the risks for everyone in here. So I think it's this.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here on a Sunday evening. You could consider as warriors because it is a moment where everyone don't have to take risks to be here. So congratulations for all of you to being here, and feel free to answer the survey. You're going to be on your inbox email next minutes. And until next week, if you be here next week. And if not, have a good week, everyone. And see you next time, guys. Bye bye.
You, bye bye. Good evening.